All right, everybody. Cowboys versus Eagles. And joining us is none other than the King Dingbat himself, Philly.500. What up, Philly?
Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat's here, and he's pissed because we got to take out them stinking Cowboys. I'm not in a playing mood. I'm ready to double moonwalk some ass.
Philly.500 looks fired up. He looks ready. He wants revenge. Your Dallas Cowboys, Shawn, coming off a hot win against the best team in football, the New Orleans Saints.
Dominating win. Defensively dominating.
Yes. Yes. You guys are on a 4-game win streak. You guys beat Philadelphia in your last matchup in Philly.
Yep.
So Philly.500, he's here. He's ready to double moonwalk some Cowboy ass. Cowboys fans, they've been almost insufferable on YouTube talking about, oh, we're the best team in the NFL now. We're going to the Super Bowl. We were going to beat the Saints all along. Anybody who doubted us, we're morons. Philly.500, have you been hearing that?
I've heard it. And first of all, I got to say thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I just get a little bit involved with this matchup here. My life is on the line. My marriage is on the line. But yeah, I've been hearing it. I've heard that the Cowboys defense is the 85 Bears.
Oh, God.
I mean, can you imagine somebody said that? 85 Bears? Are you kidding me?
Get out of here, dude.
Get out.
They ain't the 82 Bears.
Yeah. Now, listen. Cowboys and Eagles. There's a lot on the line here. Cowboys are 7-5. The Eagles are 6-6. They're not. They're still in that hunt. They're right behind you guys.
Yes, they
could tie everything up right here with a win. The Cowboys are 3.5 favorites right here. What else is on the line, Philly?
My head, my hair, this beautiful, beautiful hair that got me married. Because that's the only reason my wife married me, because she had nice hair. And now she found out last night through my kids ratting me out that I might have to shave it. And she's like, well, what do I need you for? You're useless to me. I said, I'm useless to you. She said, yeah. I said, what do you mean I'm useless? I'm still me. I got a good personality. And she just said, idiot. And she went to bed. And I said, I prefer the word dingbat. That's King Dingbat. So I'm sweating this, dude. I'm nervous.
Oh, you better be sweating, Philly. You know what's funny, man? Is this was your idea from the get-go.
That's the worst
idea.
part of it.
This was proposed preseason.
I know. I'm so stupid.
I'm just glad it wasn't my team that lost week the first time, because I'd be in your position sweating.
Yeah.
That's all I really wanted. I just wanted to have him sweat the last, this game.
Yeah.
But instead, it's me.
Yep. All right.
I told my kids they're going to have to have 2 Christmases.
2 Christmases?
They might have to have 2 Christmases with bald daddy and mommy.
Well, let's get into it, guys. Let's see if Philly.500 is going to have to shave his head if the Eagles take another loss and get swept by your Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Cowboys are 3.5 favorites here at home. Cowboys, Eagles. Let's talk about the Cowboys defense and your offense, Philly.500. Now, the Cowboys defense is top 5 overall. They're 7th against the pass. They're 4th against the rush. They're 2nd in points allowed. This is a tough defense you guys are going to have to face here. Leighton Vander Esch, this dude looks amazing. He's a defensive rookie of the year candidate. Yep. I think it's only between him and Darius Leonard at this point. I mean, he looks like the second coming of Brian Urlacher, which is exactly what I told Shawn after that Saints game.
Is amazing.
And then Colin Cowherd says the exact same thing on national television. He does. He looks just like Brian Urlacher. Philly.500, tell me about your offense having to face this defense. What can you guys get going here?
Well, I mean, look, we faced them a couple of weeks ago. We were able to move the ball through the air in the second half. But the difference between that game and this game, obviously, is that the Eagles have found the running game. They have found the running game behind Josh Adams. Now, Dallas has a great defense. And I think their defense with those linebackers are very fast. Sideline to sideline, they're very fast. And that's why they gave Kamara and the Saints trouble. I think you have to run right at them. I think you have to run north-south right at them and force them to play the run. I think one of Leighton Vander Esch's things coming out was that sometimes you can run at him. And I think that's what the Eagles are going to have to do. They're going to have to run the ball run the ball a lot, and then hopefully that'll open up the passing game to guys like Zach Ertz.
Well, Leighton Van Der
I
Esch,
think that's the key.
He made some big plays, even on Kamara.
Yeah. This guy doesn't miss a lot of tackles. You put him one-on-one, and he makes these tackles. Just this guy's instincts alone and his wrapping up ability. Because you'll see that a lot, man. With Alvin Kamara, he's not easy to take down. Guys bounce off of him. And he looks like a smaller back, but he's still a big boy.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about you guys as wide receivers. In particular, Golden Tate, who was finally getting going here against the Washington Redskins. Yeah. He had a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Are we going to expect more of this from Golden Tate here in the offense?
I hope so. I hope so. They the first few games, it was like they didn't know how to use him, didn't know what they were going to do. They actually let him go out, run some routes, above 10 yards, and he was able to make some plays. They were just trying. Everything was wide receiver screen, break some tackles, yard after catch, and it wasn't working. But obviously, I think a lot of it all is predicated on that running game. The Eagles established the run. They were unpredictable, and it opens up things for Golden Tate. So if they come in and run the ball, I think we'll see more Golden Tate, and we'll see a lot more of what happened.
I really hope so, because Golden Tate looked really good. Alshon Jeffrey, that's my boy coming from Chicago.
Yep.
And look, you're exactly right. If the running game, it's been limited because of the passing game as of late. If the Carson Wentz can get it to those guys, that's going to open up the running game. Josh Adams can get going. Now, how do you guys feel? Your corners over there did damn good against guys like Michael Thomas against the New Orleans Saints. So how are the Cowboys secondary going to handle Carson Wentz and Tate and Jeffrey Ertz?
Yeah.
Let's not forget about Zach Ertz, who was the best tight end this year.
So that's going to be the biggest thing. Last time the Cowboys-Eagles played, Zach Ertz had himself a day. He had 2 touchdowns.
Can't stop him.
145 yards and 14 receptions in that one game. Zach Ertz has always done great against Dallas. It's always my biggest fear in the passing game, and that's y'all's number one option. Let's get real here. But Dallas has a good defense. If Leighton Van Der Esch can tee off on them, because that's the biggest thing, I think. The first half, Leighton Van Der Esch got that pick when he was attending it for Zach Ertz up the seams. Eagles made adjustments in the second half and started taking advantage of that, throwing it a lot quicker and holding Leighton Van Der Esch before he could jump that route. So my biggest concern is not really Golden Tate or any of these other guys. It's mainly Zach Ertz. And that, if he gets going like he did, it's going to open up for everybody else.
Yeah.
Because then we're going to get a little nervous.
Right.
But how we played against the Saints, I think is a big confidence booster, because everybody, even though we were one of the top defenses, everybody's like, they haven't played a guy like Michael Thomas. They can't stop a guy like that. And then we shut him down. So confidence is key in this game. It always has been. So I think the guy to stop is going to be Zach Ertz. That's what everything runs through y'all's offense with that. He converts third downs for y'all. He makes all the big plays. So if we could stop Zach Ertz, and we still beat y'all with him getting 145 yards, I have no idea how. But if we can limit him, that's how we're going to win. That's how our secondary is going to be successful.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that he made some good points, and I'm going to say this: I think the Eagles got to be concerned with that pass rush. That pass rush is nasty.
I wanted to know about y'all's offensive line.
And the offensive line over the last 2 weeks has been much better. I think Lane Johnson's starting to get a little healthy. Peters is nicked up now, but I think he's going to be a go. Okay. One thing, I thought Carson was just okay last night. I don't think he was great. He made some mistakes. He made some good plays. But he's got to be better. He's got to play at the top of his game. He's got to have a big game. And one of the things is I like to see them roll him out more. Did you see the times where he was flushed out to the right? He made some big plays downfield. Those weren't designed. A lot of those was just trying to avoid the pass rush. I would like to see rollouts, get him on the perimeter, and let him take advantage of it. I think that would help tremendously. And the Eagles don't do it enough, and they need to.
Yeah, that going into last time we played, Joe, I said the pass rush is going to be key. With our pass rush is Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence. Lawrence has slowed down in the sacks department. He wasn't one of the top ones after like 6 or 7 weeks, and then obviously he's not top anymore. But he's still getting that pressure. Mm-hmm. He's still right there in the quarterback and bothering him. And like you said, Carson's been average, and maybe it is still that knee. Maybe he's still bothered a little bit, and he has gotten hit a lot this year.
Yep.
So if we can still bother him, like we did bother Drew Brees, that's going to be key in getting pressure. Because I feel like in the second half when y'all started coming back last time, we weren't getting pressure. Carson had a lot of time to throw and carved us up, and that's how y'all able to get back into the game. We can't allow that. We cannot allow that because Carson Wentz is a great player.
Yep.
So our pass rush is going to be key, but I think it's also going to be that blitz with Jalen Smith coming out the middle.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll tell you one thing the Eagles have done well especially last night, was they really found their screen game. And they're going to bring blitzes that screens open. And if they can do more screens, you saw the like Corey Clement, and now we got Darren Sproles back. That could be key. So they're going to have to do that. The Eagles really, I think it's that offense needs to protect Carson, but they need to not be predictable. They got to make you honor the run, honor the pass, honor the screen. And if they can do those things, I think it'll open up for that offense. And hopefully they can get it going.
Talking about screens, though. We mentioned him earlier. LVE is great at his instincts on those screens. I've seen him blow up screens. Even being blocked, he'll get those tackles. I don't know how. He's just that guy that just gets that arm in there and grabs him.
He's fantastic. I mean, he's my defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
He's
top 5 in tackles and hasn't even started every single game. It's
no. But what he did when Shawn Lee went out, what he did has been amazing. I like the kid a lot.
With Shawn Lee last year, when he was out, we only won 1 game. This year, we're 6-1 without Shawn Lee. 6-1.
Yeah, that's another thing, man. Shawn Lee coming back, possibly.
I want him.
Is he going to start this game, or is it going to be LVE?
He needs to be more.
To me, it's no question you go with LVE.
You gotta go LVE.
But Shawn Lee though.
Shawn Lee could be a great guy, backup, and maybe even coaching on the sideline just as much. Right? He could be that guy. That's what he needs to be. He needs to be that guy. To coach him up on the sidelines in between drives. That's because Shawn Lee's still one of the smartest linebackers out there. When he was healthy, he was smart. He made plays. He knew where to be. But he's undersized and he gets hurt too much. LVE he's not undersized. That boy could take on some tackles. Man.
Yeah. Great player, man.
Yeah.
Great player.
All right, so the keys for the Eagles offense: block. block, protect Carson Wentz, give him some time, get that offense going with Zach Ertz. You already know he's going to get the job done. Golden Tate, Alshon Jeffrey. That's going to open up the running game for Josh Adams, Corey Clement, and that is going to be huge if they can get that going.
Yeah.
Now let's get on the flip side of things, guys. Let's talk about the Eagles defense going up against the Dallas Cowboys offense. Now, yes, last week we saw a pure dominance from the defense of the Dallas Cowboys on the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
But on the other side of it, they didn't really get too much going because Dak was sacked 7 times. He is the most sacked quarterback in the NFL. He was sacked seven times against New Orleans Saints. He had 2 fumbles. He lost one of them, and one was late in the game. So despite a defensive dominance, they were only up by 3 with Drew Brees getting the ball there. The defense did make a play. Bailed y'all out.
Yes, they did.
So let's talk about your offense against this defense. How do you guys go into this game?
It's just how we go into every game. Run the fucking ball. Just run the ball with Zeke, man.
You guys are top 10 rushing defense.
We haven't been playing good, though.
Yeah, they were top 5 last time we played them, and now they're top 10. They're kind of going on the downward spiral here.
Yes.
And AP just broke off a 90-yard run against them. And I'm looking at last time Zeke played him. He had 19 carries, 151 yards. 151 yards. And then he still had 36 yards in the passing game. But that's a different story. But running the ball with Zeke, just put it in the playmaker's hands. Now, Dak,
he's got to work on those. He's got to get control of that ball, man.
The problem with Dak right here is I'm all the game tape that I see is that it's the same story I tell you every week, right? When me and you talk after these games, when I'm done stressing out, I'm like, Dak either holds onto the ball too much and he tries to throw the ball when he should be running, or he runs the ball when he should be throwing it. And he for some reason, he tries to escape the pocket too soon to me, and when he has still plenty of time. And then it just frustrates me. He's got to be a little bit more instinctive. I think he's maybe overthinking it. Dak, he can make the throws he makes on the run, but he doesn't run the ball when he needs to. He has a wide open lane, but he tries to be a quarterback at that time, and then vice versa. So if Dak can clean that up, and we'll see it at moments, man. He got that long 3rd and 15 against the Saints and converted it.
That's the thing. Great. Dallas Cowboys, as of late, Philly.500, have been great at converting on 3rd downs, and a big reason is Amari Cooper.
That's the next thing I brought up, man. This guy is a monster. Dude, this guy, on third down, I remember the Redskins game. The first drive, he had 3 third-down conversions. 3 on that one drive, man. And that's been key for our defense. Give him rest, give him time to settle, and keep the other offense off the field.
Philly, your defense against that offense?
Well, I mean, look, our defense, our secondary is really, really, really banged up. I don't know if Jordan Hicks is going to play at linebacker. He's banged up. The one bright spot, I think, has been Michael Bennett on the defensive line. I think Fletcher Cox, he's Fletcher Cox. He's a good player. And then we got Timmy Jernigan back now. So we did see us kind of get pressure against Washington. And I think against Dallas, you first and foremost have to stop that running game. But you got to get pressure on Dak. And I'd like to see the Eagles blitz more. Now, I say this every week. Schwartz doesn't do it. But you got to put pressure. You got to make Dak beat you with, having to throw the ball. That's what you got to do. And they got to get pressure on Dak. If he has all day, we're in big trouble. We got to have pressure on him.
Yeah, and this offensive line that they have, it's not like how it was in years past. This is one of the worst lines of this year.
Yeah. Now that being said, Tyron Smith is expected to play this week.
But even with him in the lineup, early in the year, they were just a bad offense. They've been playing bad. I don't get it. Yeah. I don't get it. But they've been playing bad all year long.
Yeah. Now our backup after Connor Williams went out. When I can't remember this guy's name, I can't pronounce it. I can't. It starts with something like that. But this guy, ever since he came in, our running game's really gotten going. Like, I know we were good in the running game, but our yards per carry weren't that great. Now, ever since he came in the game, we've been a lot more dominant on that line, especially running the ball and pounding it. So yeah, our pass protection can get better. Maybe it's a combination of the O-line and Dak, but running the ball is going to be key, and our offensive line's gotten better at that at least.
Okay. Now, coaching. Doug Peterson, Jason Garrett, Mike Groh, Scott Linehan. Mike Groh, Scott Linehan. Who's worse? Jesus. Who is worse? Who got the worst offense?
I'm going to say Mike Groh.
Mike Groh?
I'm not.
Because at least we can integrate Mike Cooper.
I'm not happy with Mike Groh this year at all. I think Doug has given him too much freedom. Hopefully he clamps it down. But Mike Groh, I mean, to say that you don't know how to use Golden Tate, to me, was just something you cannot say, And he was better this past week.
Yeah, was that because of Groh, or was that more because of Doug Peterson? That they finally got things going with Golden Tate?
I think it was because they were committed to the run early on.
Okay.
I really think that was why. The Eagles' offense has been so predictable because they're so pass heavy. So, in this league, if you're predictable, you're going to have a problem. But they ran the ball and they went down in the first series and scored a touchdown. And that was huge. So I think as long as the Eagles run the ball, that's their best defense. That's their best offense. Run the ball,
Mm-hmm. Now, talking about coaching, Chris Richard, this guy coming over from Seattle, he's pretty much our D coordinator. He's going to be after Rod Marinelli steps down. But this guy is given the Dallas Cowboys defense an attitude. And that coaching alone I feel like has revitalized this team in a sense that this defense can carry us. And coaching can make that big of an impact. It's not just always about the players. And what he's done with Byron Jones, he came over and right away he said, Byron Jones, you're going to be corner. And he's been one of the best in the league. So, Chris Richard, you got to have hats off to that guy, man. He's been great.
Yeah, I agree. I think coaching's big time. I mean, I like Doug. I like what he's done since he's been with the Eagles, obviously. But, there's just some things with the offense this year I haven't liked. And I'm not a fan of Jim Schwartz. I never was a fan from the hiring. I just don't like the style. I like more of a, Buddy Ryan, Jim Johnson. That's the kind of defense I like. He doesn't like to run that. So it is what it is, though.
All right. So best player from the Dallas Cowboys from this game is going to be Shawn?
Offense or defense? Or one from each or just overall?
Let's go from offense to defense.
Okay. Offensively?
I mean, because I was going to say overall because I think it's going to be Zeke, right?
I think it's going to be Amari Cooper.
Amari.
Now,
I will double moonwalk him.
I think Zeke might have, obviously, better stats, but I think Amari Cooper's conversions on third downs is what's going to really make this game go the way Dallas needs it to go.
Okay.
Pretty much. I think the stats might not show up, but Amari Cooper's just what he brings to the table, what he does for us.
Defense?
Defense, it's LVE.
LVE?
It's got to be LVE. And I was going to say Jalen Smith, but because of these fast running backs, but LVE's instincts alone, man. You got to go LVE.
Well, Philadelphia Eagles, Philly.
Look, offensively, I said this in a video earlier today. Carson has to step up this game. He has to step up, and he has to make passes that he missed that were open. He's got to have a big game, and I think on offense, he's got to be the best player for this team, flat out.
It's in his hands.
Defense,
yeah,
it is. It's in his hands. And on defense, it's Fletcher Cox. He's got to be dominating, get pressure up the middle, try to slow down that run game, and put Dallas in third and long. That's how you beat Dallas. Put him in third and long.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Any last thoughts, Shawn?
Last thoughts is that Philly better get that razor ready.
Oh, shit. Philly?
You bastard. My last thoughts are I'm nervous. I may lose my hair. And then my wife will be gone, and my kids will be gone, and I'll be drinking eggnog all by myself, yo. So, I'm a little nervous, but, it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Philly, you're obviously going for the Eagles. You got the Eagles winning this game. Shawn, you got the Dallas Cowboys winning this game.
Damn right.
Now, who is going to win? It's down to me in this video. Is Philly.500 going to have to shave his head or not? The verdict is, Philly, you're going to shave your head.
Come on, man.
You're going to be shaving your head, buddy.
I thought you were going to double moonwalk us there. I thought you were going to throw a twist and then be like, I ain't shaving my head. We're winning this game. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Dallas is known throughout the universe, the flat universe, globe, whatever it is. They are known for smelling themselves too much. I'm telling you, they were too happy about that win. They've had too long to sit around and think how great they are. They are set up for the Eagles to come in and beat them because the Eagles are desperate. The Eagles are desperate. And I think it's hard to sweep division opponents in this league. Right. And the Eagles are going to find a way to double moonwalk their ass in Dallas. And my hair will stay.
That is one thing that scares me because y'all are pretty much backs against the wall. If y'all lose this, I think y'all are pretty much almost a lock to not make the playoffs, even a wild card. Because of the simple fact that y'all have Rams and Texans coming up in the next couple weeks. Right. And they're two of the best teams in the NFL. Y'all need this win. And that's also desperate teams. That scares me. But at the same time, Cowboys know that. We can't let the foot off the pedal. We saw that against the Titans. We thought we had that. We should have had that. We were dominating the first quarter, and then we let it go. I'm hoping we learn from that lesson, and we don't fuck this up.
Cowboys should win this game. Everything, momentum, everything is in their hands.
5 in a row?
The defense. I'm sorry, Philly. I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys, but let me say, I will be rooting for your Eagles. I will be rooting for you, man. I don't want you to shave your head. I don't want it.
What?
I don't want to. I don't want it. My heart is with the Eagles in this game. My mind is saying the Cowboys are going to win. But my heart is with the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. I don't want Philly to have to shave his head. I don't want him to shave his head.
I want to. I want him to.
I don't want him to.
I want to see that shit.
I know you want. I am sure like 99.9% of people on YouTube want me to shave my head. I'm sure they'll all enjoy it. But I got to find a way out of this. I got to dig myself out of this hole. This is crazy. It's all my fault.
It was all your idea. That's why I love it. It's backfired on you.
Everyone watching right here, right now, we want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who you got? You got the Eagles. You got the Cowboys. And if you is it gonna put hashtag save Philly's hair if you want Philadelphia Eagles to win this game,
or hashtag shave Philly's head.
Yeah, if you want him to shave his
head. I want that to trend.
Put that in the comment section down below.
I tell you, the only person that wants to save my head is my wife. That's it.
Yeah, blow that up in the comment section. Hashtag shave Philly's head or hashtag
shave his head.
Yeah. Okay, so put that in the comment section and make sure you guys subscribe to Philly.500 if you haven't already. Don't be a dingbat. Go subscribe to him. The link is in the description box down below. And Philly, thank you so much for joining us.
Always a
once
pleasure.
Again, man. It's
always
great.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate being on. I had so much fun. And, hey, good luck to your team, Shawn. Whatever happens,
I don't want
best
your
team
fake
win.
good luck. Don't give me that.
That's
I
bullshit.
don't want to hear that bullshit. But,
All right. You think you go suck a dick.
I will say this. I'm not going to say good luck to your team, but I'll say I do wish that your wife don't leave you after your...
Let me tell you something. He's got some satanic voodoo up his sleeve. I'm telling you.
Don't worry, dude. Don't worry about my wife. I got it. I know how to talk to her. I go, yo, baby, how you doing? Don't worry about the bald head.
Yeah,
I got a hat.
leave that hat
This
on. You'll
body
leave that hat on.
was made to give you pleasure. And that's it. It's done, dude. She melts.
Just don't even tell her you shaved it. Just leave the Santa hat on, and she won't know.
Yeah, I told her I would sleep with the Santa hat. Till Christmas.
Oh, man. It's going to be a great game, man. It's always this, man.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
it's going to be great.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we'll see what happens. Will Philly have to shave his head? We'll see. We'll see next week. All right, guys. We're out of here. Once again, go follow Philly500. Thanks, Philly, for having me.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Of course.
Right. Later.